YouTube, what up? I'm gonna give y'all a second, let some more of y'all get up in here. Let some of y'all get up in here. Top of the morning, everybody. Drop y'all teams down in the chat.
Madden team.
Let's get it. Where we leave off at? What's the record looking like? Let's let the record reflect. All right. Let's check the line out. Check the lineup out. Alright, everything looks like everything. Let me make sure I got my right defense. And bow up. Charger ganger don't bang. Let's get in the proper uniform. It's Sunday. Put my team uniform on. Charger ganger, don't bang. Boat up. Let some of y'all get off up in here. Tap in, tap in. Let's go ahead and run one.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. From his end zone, Wilson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's lock in. Let's lock in.
Let's go now. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
A tough spot here.
Oh man, got that weak ass Wi-Fi, bro. Alright, next phase, next phase. Let's get this shit together. get it. What's up? What's up to the chat? What's up to the viewers? To the returning ones and to the new ones. What's good with y'all? We up early on live this morning. This early one Sunday morning. Let's get it. Drop y'all football teams down in the chat.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Griffin on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense into
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
This is Thomas. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
It's Young off play action. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, 44 yards. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From his end zone, Wilson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Griffin. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Griffin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They go play action. Griffin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is RG3. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground again. It's Perry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3rd down and 1. Perry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They run with Perry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now 2nd and 5. This is Perry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. He'll buy some time right. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Now Young. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Young on third down. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
Yo, shout out to Isaiah. What up, Isaiah?
55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Slings this deep for McLaurin.
Give me that. That's mine.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Young off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Puka Nacua, 72 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Griffin. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Leek Woolen. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Following the interception, Young steps away. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Following the penalty, Lynch. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
Burrow, send me that invite. Send me that invite, that friend request.
Runs, taking their time and making it work.
3rd and 12. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a 1st down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
Let's go. Let's get it.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down.
We're working. Let's go.
And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
you think
even
you
the
got
best in the
something
game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go
All right,
right
got
for
you,
you.
bro.
Interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So what you looking at, bro? You want to run next? Want to try your team
Get
out?
off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Griffin. That's complete to his running back, Perry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Griffin. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Touchdown, let's go.
Hall of Famer with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Going up top.
Good pass.
His man complete.
Good pass. That won't win the game for you, though.
In for a Kansas
Good
City
pass.
touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 85 yards.
Shout out to everybody
And the
pulling up.
Chiefs are
Drop
able
y'all
to cut
teams
into
down in
that
the chat.
deficit.
Who y'all got today? Who y'all team play
we're
today?
not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this.
My
I know
team
you
is
are
the
too.
Chargers.
We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That's called. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Larry Fitzgerald. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown,
Lions play the Vikings today.
McAfee to kick.
Nice. That should be a good game.
From his end zone, Wilson.
What time you guys play? You guys play the morning or you guys play the afternoon?
As he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let it fly.
Give me that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense.
Depends on what time zone you on. Game start at 10. So if your game start at 12, you're not on my time zone.
Your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots.
But good luck to your Lions today, man. Good luck to your Lions.
They hold this lead.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Griffin.
Come here.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan
Davis
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the
Four 4-0, chat. 4-0. It's looking kind of good. One more win, we to the playoffs. One more win to the playoffs, chat. One more win, we to the playoffs. Four and 0. Burrow, what you want to do? What you want to do, Burrow? What you want to do? Want me to send that invite? What you want to do? Let me know. Talk to me. Drop it down below in the chat. I'm ready when they are. That's like that type of talk right there. That's my type of talk. Sending an invite now, bro. Let me find you. Burrow, I just sent you that invite. Shout out to everybody pulling up. Burrow in the chat. Me and Burrow finna go at it right now. Did you get the invite, Burrow? I just invited you to the party too. Join the party. Okay, okay. Them young lions came out to play, huh? Alright, let's get it. May the best man win. I sent you a party invite too if you want to join the chat. I mean, if you want to join the party, bro. If not, then, you know, you hear me talking. You hear me talking. You hear me knocking. Let me in.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you
Shout
get
out to
by
my
for
guy.
long
He
periods of
pulled up
time
on me. He
without a
pulled up on
top-flight
me.
quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Oh, you got this
And
little
he's taken
fucker,
down,
huh?
but able to slip
You
across
got
the
this little
35.
fucker,
16
okay.
yards right off the bat, but a first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Come here.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Titans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll begin on the ground with Evans.
With Evans.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They got in.
And that's
Oh,
really early on. It doesn't take a
what
great
the
play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The play fake, now Young. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Larry Fitzgerald, 47 yards. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Stroud to throw it.
pass.
That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll run here with Evans. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. As they come up now, second and goal. Now here's Young. On the screen, this is Evans. And it's a Titans touchdown. Darrington Evans, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete to McBride. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there at the 26. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Play action. Stroud now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Stroud now to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Stroud and company going for it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Young to throw it. He gets it to Thomas. Touchdown!
That shit hit a little bit different from watching me playing me, you know. But GG, it's good. It's good. You pull it up.
Just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Stroud.
Ooh, he got me too.
And we'll find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Stroud. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it?
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Running right, this is Evans. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Evans again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Evans is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Shout out to Burrows, pulling up on me. What's good, chat?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Alright, my boy, it was good playing you, boy. GG's, Burrows, Burrows. GG's, Burrow. Put up on me, man, anytime, man. Hit that like button for me, though. Good game, though. I hope your Lions win today, bro. Retire that event, bro. Anybody in the chat want to play me? PSN is in the chat. Ultimate Team. Let's get it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a
Road
top
to the
flight
Super Bowl.
quarterback. The way the game is
Shout out to
played,
everybody pulling
with
up.
all the
Hit the like
responsibility he
button.
has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Thomas on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake, Young out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Man, what the hell just happened, bro? What was that? What they say? Alright, come on, tell me something. Y'all did some weird shit. Let's go. We 4-0. One more game, we back to the playoffs.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Perry eluding the pressure right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw on second down. Perry throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Perry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Operating from the gun, Perry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Perry. Flush to his right. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Perry. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Perry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. First down, the run with Lynch. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They go play action. Young on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on now is the punter, Pat McAfee, to kick this one away. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Perry, flushed out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Perry. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chris Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Perry steps away to his left. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Perry, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Perry takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Perry over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Perry. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Perry. That's caught out left side by Casper. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Perry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Perry, flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Perry. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Perry. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Perry. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Young being chased out left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rolling to his right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here now, 3rd and a yard. On play action, Young rolling to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Getting the call, Lynch running left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4.
From their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 6. They go with Lynch right side. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Now a 3rd and 6. Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Puka Nacua, 49 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat McAfee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Perry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Perry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Up the middle they go. Perry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning?
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. It's Young off play action. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Shot. 77 look. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing. Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Young. To the right side and complete to Thomas. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Perry, middle of the field to Jefferson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. Perry. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And Young's going to throw it here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Off the play fake. Perry, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Puka Nacua, 59 yards. And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th. Just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that.
Playoff time. Just took his playoff from him, and it's time to start
every
mine.
error that they made and figure out how to
Let's
not
go.
do it in the future. And mentally,
Let's
I
get
think
it.
a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the
Perfect
next time
season.
out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew.
Woo, 6-0. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't been beat yet. Let's get this playoff money though. Let's get it. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all pull up. Let some of y'all get off up in here before I start this playoff. Some of y'all pull up on me. Suddenly. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Love going to throw right away. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. On play action. Love to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. To throw now. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jordan Davis
coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback.
Under pressure, they got him again.
That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Now Love. In trouble, and he's taken down.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Love now.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Let's go.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away in the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Up the middle, it's Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Running for it. Here's Lynch. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Love, they go play action now.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, complete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. There he goes, left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Love from the gun.
Looking deep here for Flowers. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, Everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Pat McAfee now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
First down, going to the air with Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Young working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final play of the half, Love. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they've probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Young off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, Love once more. Looking downfield for Kelsey. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Travis Kelsey, 70 yards.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Let's get it. Let's work.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
Oh, shit, bro.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Love looking to throw it. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Lynch up the middle.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. on second down, Lynch.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young now.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing. Love.
That is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Love. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
They go play action. Young out to his left.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it. I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Love. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Young on the move to his left. That is intercepted.
They don't quit fucking cheating, bro.
By Roquan Smith. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point in the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run again with Lynch, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And that is going to be pulled in.
Oh, my fucking God.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Reaching up for it, and he's got it. DK Metcalf high in the air to bring it in. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Young.
Rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Young. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Young to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Henry Toto there to bring him down defensively.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here's 2nd down.
Steps away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah,
Bro, this is weak as fuck.
He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.